So, you're looking at buying a rooftop tent for your Jeep, truck, or SUV. Not only do they give you the ability to set up camp anywhere you can drive to, they look cool. But we know it's not just the looks you're after, it's the functionality. Well, there are 4 things you'll want to consider before you buy your rooftop tent. I'm Cody with Titan Truck, and here's what you need to know about rooftop tents. First though, why are rooftop tents such a big deal? As always, we strive to be honest here at Titan Truck, and quite frankly, the idea of climbing up a ladder into your home away from home seemed a bit ridiculous. That is, until the bigger picture comes into focus. Rooftop tents are part of a larger trend of people heading outdoors. Many people want to explore new areas while also having the ability to set up camp quickly and easily. No crowded campgrounds, no water hookups, no bathrooms, just you, your rig, and whatever you can strap onto it, going as far as your 4 wheels will take you. Wait a minute, no bathrooms? That seems kind of important. Anyways, out of this idea, things like rooftop tents, vehicle awnings, and roof-mounted portable showers were born. And we do carry all of these, by the way. Okay, now to the 4 things you'll want to consider in selecting the right rooftop tent for you. First, you'll need to make sure your vehicle can support a rooftop tent. Now, if you're driving a truck, it's really just a matter of installing a mounting system to your truck bed. There are a number of these out there, ranging from basic racks to full-fledged overlanding mounts. Now, be careful here. A mounting system that will support your tent and the people inside isn't the same thing as a set of crossbars that you put a cargo box or kayak on. These are specifically designed for mounting things like rooftop tents. If you're wanting to put your rooftop tent on a Jeep or SUV, you'll also need to make sure that your roof rack is designed to carry not only the weight of the tent, but the people inside. Most rooftop tents weigh between 125 and 200 pounds. Add the weight of the people using the tent, and you could easily top 700 pounds with a 3 or 4 person tent. So aside from the rack, here's the big question. Is your vehicle's roof designed to carry the additional load? Although most newer Jeeps and SUVs are built to withstand varying degrees of abuse going over rough terrain, they aren't designed to handle heavy loads on their rooftops. For example, take a 2020 Yukon XL. That's a big, beefy, heavy SUV, right? Did you know that the roof of this is designed to hold less than 300 pounds? That is pretty much just the weight of a tent and maybe a child or a small adult. Mounting your rooftop tent on a rig not built to withstand the weight could cause your roof to cave in, and even worse, serious injury for the people inside the tent. So you definitely want to check your vehicle's specific rooftop load capacity before purchasing a tent. Now, there are some exoskeletons out there that can help reinforce that, but at the time of this video, their vehicle applications are pretty narrow. Okay, so the second thing you'll want to consider is what seasons you'll be camping in. Rooftop tents are typically rated as 2, 3, or 4 season tents. So what's the difference between a 2 season tent and a 4 season tent? Well, a 4 season tent is built to withstand the weather conditions of, wait for it, all 4 seasons. Amazing. Wind, rain, sleet, and even snow. On the other hand, a 2 season tent is really designed for fairly benign conditions. Those nice warm spring and summer nights with little to no wind or rain. Now, this is where I have to warn you. Just because a tent says it's a 3 or 4 season tent doesn't mean it is. Define 4 season, right? For instance, in Montana, there are only 2 seasons, winter and road construction. Now, for example, a square is a rectangle, but a rectangle isn't a square. A true 4 season tent will have a hard top, but just because a tent has a hard top doesn't make it a true 4 season tent. The fabric and seams of a 4 season tent will be constructed of heavier, more dense material, and they'll be specially treated to keep water out. Moreover, a 3 or 4 season tent will typically have insulated floors. Cheap brands promoted by large national chains or on Amazon claim to be 4 season, but compare their specifications with a brand like Roofnest to get more accurate picture. The third thing to consider is how easy you want the tent to set up. Pop-up or clamshell tents, like the ones pictured here, are going to be the fastest to set up, and as mentioned before, the hard roof offers more protection during fall and winter seasons. However, these tents are a little more limited on space, as the floor of your tent isn't wider than the roof of your vehicle. On the other hand, a soft top tent takes a few more minutes to set up and typically requires staking, but the advantage is more space. The Nomadic 4 from Overland Vehicle Systems is a great example. Now, the last thing I'm going to bring up is this. Will the tent you're buying hold up to the demands you place on it? If you're camping by yourself a couple nights a year in fair weather with little or no wind, an inexpensive or low-end tent might be just fine. However, if you're looking to take your friends or family with you, or plan on using it in weather conditions, configurations, you'll want to consider things like the thickness of the base plate, the materials used in the hinges, the fabric, and the stitching used in the tent itself. We know that rooftop tents aren't cheap. At the same time, do you want to spend $1,000 or more on a tent that you only get a few uses out of? That's where quality comes in. At Titan Truck, we carry tents from Overland Vehicle Systems and Roof Nest, in addition to other brands. We've selected these tents because of their quality and additional features. If you want to learn more about these tents, check out our other videos on rooftop tents, linked in the description below. And as always, if you have questions or want assistance with picking out the best rooftop tent that fits your needs, reach out to us using the information on the screen. If you like this video, like this video. If you want to see more of our content, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you get an update when we post a video. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Titan Truck or on Instagram at Titan Truck Spokane. I'm Cody, and I will see you next time.